Uh,
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing. Don't worry about that. Oh shit, geez. my room, my room behind me not having a green screen is more disgusting than anything. But all right. So we are all set. What's going on, everyone? We are live. We got it set up a little bit differently. Uh, okay. Good thing I have that there. I don't even know why I'd be looking at that. Jeez. Um, let's move that on over. Okay, so getting used to all this stuff being moved around over here. Why the heck won't this work? Okay, that should go over yet. You'd think I'd have this all planned up, but no, not when everything seems to change every time I set it up. So, let's see. I guess the first thing I would say let's talk about, because I guess in a sense it's tech oriented, but it goes into games as well. That I thought was funny. So, I didn't get to send you anything on it, but there's this guy that plays StarCraft, and he's a professional player. Now he wants or he's so good that he sat there. First, he danced around with his character. Then he played. I'm trying to think what he did here. Yeah, he danced around with his character, won the match. Then he played with his feet, won the match again, and then he played, or he was unattended, or he left his keyboard and mouse unattended for like a good little portion that would screw anyone else over, and he just and still won. And Zotac sitting there going, "Yeah, we don't like that. We don't like you doing that. That's our cup. I don't think you should be in our future events." Hey, I'm all for showboating if you can, if you can. I mean, in that sense, if you're so good that you'll whoop my ass with your fucking feet, hey, you deserve to showboat that shit.
I mean, that's the other thing too. You'd think Zotac having just a very limited share in the market, they would want to be out there even a little bit more. And I guess trying to sponsor themselves, they don't want to look bad anyway. But the problem is their own products make them look bad anyway. If the guy can do it, there shouldn't be any rules. If he's playing the game without cheating and he can do it, let him do it.
Yeah, that's what I say. And no, yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Zotac products, anyways. I mean, watch. People are like, "Oh, God, is Zotac like?" You can like whatever you want. I find a lot of their stuff to be insanely overly tacky. Like, what was that last one? It was like the last card I saw from them. It was enormous. The card was enormous. Took like a bunch of room, and then on top of that, um, what was it? It was like the most awkward colors. It was like yellow, like yellow. Can't really. I mean, I guess or whatever, but like they didn't really have the RGB game going on. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a real big fan of Zotac. Anytime I've ever seen any of their stuff, it's very like tacky and awkward looking.
That's just it too. It's like the cheap knockoff. Like you get those spinner rims they used to sell at Walmart for $10 or whatever. You can put on your little Geo
Yeah,
Metro, as
yeah,
opposed to idiots putting them on their '87 Cutlass. Kind of the same difference between graphics cards and Zotac.
yeah. That sounds about right. I thought you were going to be like, I love my Zotac. No, that's fine for you. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think you were telling me that the NFL is supposed to be doing away with the whole like you can't showboat kind of thing. I think it was you telling me that one.
They alleviated it a little bit. Before, if you had more than three people, congratulate you, then it was a flag because it was a team celebration. And if you used the football as a prop, then it was a flag. It was a personal foul because you're taunting and so on and so forth. And now they're
Oh,
letting actually a whole bunch. They're just letting it go and letting people use the football to do it. But you still can't use the goalpost. You can't box on the goalpost. You can't hang on the goalpost. But you can use the football.
okay. Yeah, I mean, I always hated rules about like showboating to green. Oh, it's unsportsmanlike conduct. I mean, what do you really call unsportsmanlike conduct? Really. I mean, it's unsportsmanlike to celebrate? I don't know about. I don't know if that would be true. I mean, does that mean that if we celebrate in the locker room after we're done, that we're actually being unsportsmanlike? How's that work?
The thing with that though, you're in the locker room, you're in your own private domain of your team and all that. Whereas when you're out on that field, if you're celebrating prolonged or in the face of the other players, at that point you're basically taunting them and being unsportsmanlike. You're being a bad sport.
I guess in a sense, you're being a bad sport. I think it's all adds to the game. It's all in the fun, you know. But that's just me. I think Zotac sitting here, you know, crying over this. Shut up. The guy beat a dude with his feet. Simple as that. You can do all the
You
bragging
know,
you want.
when the hell does Madden get its claws off the NFL license finally? We need our 2K back so we actually have decent football games again.
Do you actually like 2KC?
Well, the thing was, when you look back when 2K and Madden were still neck and neck, when they were both out there and playing, Madden was clearly the worst product. 2K, you actually had, it was as dumb as it is, you had your little mansion and a little setup. And mind you, we're talking about mid-2000s. But you could still set up your own jerseys and your own trophy room of your accolades. You had in-helmet view, so you could actually watch as though you were playing through the helmet, which was really cool. And you also had a halftime show. So whatever happened in the first half of the game, they were showing different highlights of it and playing it like a halftime. And then a few other games are simulated, showing highlights from that. So you had a very good immersion to it. And the actual physics engine of it played a lot better than what Madden's did. And Madden was obviously threatened, so they bought out their license and exclusivity. And we've been screwed ever since.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. I do remember a lot of that stuff. Give me a second. Let me turn this fan off. It's driving me insane. Hold on.
Look at that, show preparations and everything else. Get to stare at his bed, his chair, and every other damn thing in that room. Like, there's nothing bad going on.
There we go. Fan was driving me nuts. Everyone got to see my belly. Up close. Personality. All right. Remember NFL Blitz?
Oh, I mean, that was purely arcade and just stupidity. But
Oh, yeah. Man, but that was when games were so enjoyable. Everything wasn't wrapped around all this crap.
Well, it was fun for the sake of fun. And that's, nothing wrong. That's the same thing with the NBA Jam.
Yeah.
I don't know if soccer ever had it, but the one that I would actually really like to get, now it comes to mind, to come back, would be Mutant League Hockey and Mutant League Football. I would love for those to come back.
I never played those.
You are sorely missing out. And I know that you're a hockey fan. With the Mutant League Hockey, there would actually be a pitfall in the ice. You could knock the players in there, and you could see their silhouette of their body floating underneath the ice throughout the rest of the game. The fans would throw shit on the ice like a chainsaw, so you'd run around and chainsaw up somebody and then kill them off. And you could actually attack the goalie and try and kill him. And once you killed all their goalies, it got replaced by a robotic gate.
I've never seen this. So that's where my the old co-host, he would know. He would remember some stuff like that. He remembers the old games. I'll tell you,
16-bit era.
16-bit. I'll tell you, but games are so fun. Back when there wasn't too much to them. Now I almost wonder if we're too skeptical of games nowadays. Would that even be the word? Or maybe we critique games too much these days. I don't know. But the graphics are they're just shit. Oh, but this, it's just shit. So I don't know. Are we just spoiled anymore?
What I think a lot of it is before we knew the obvious limitations of the systems. We were still wowed. We were amazed by what they managed to do. But we knew there was limitations. And now you have these games showing off E3 footage that just looks surreal. It looks absolutely amazing. and they're promising you the absolute best experience you could ever possibly have. And then you finally get the product, and it's not even a quarter of what they're claiming it to be. And so
Right.
you're like, well, what the hell is this? Why am I stuck with this? Why didn't you give me what you told me you could do? And everybody else is doing the exact same thing. It's falling behind. So then you see all this above, and you think you're getting something so much better. And when you get let down, you can't help but to be critical about it.
You know what? I got a good game to bring up for that point. Fallout 4. That's a good game to bring up for that point. Um, you know, I felt like so much more was coming down the pipe. Uh, I felt like that game was going to be so much more than it was. But people can hate me for however they feel with this, but I didn't like it. It looked like something still from Fallout 3. It looked like the same graphics. I wasn't wowed by it. And that's like a great example of a game that maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm being too critical of or critiquing too much. I don't know what the word would be exactly for that, but maybe I just, need to lighten up. I don't know.
That's the other thing too is Fallout 3 was amazing. It brought us from what 2 and 1 were and gave us a livable first-person world of exploration, and it was all new. It was all heartfelt right away. You get New Vegas, it was kind of the same. It was obviously the same engine and all that sort of thing. And uh, a lot of people didn't like that one as much. I don't know why. I personally like Vegas better, but you still have that good feel to it. It was all good and everything else. And then when 4 came out so similar, it was like I said, we'd already got so attached to 3 and in the lesser part, Vegas, that 4 just didn't have the same impact because it was too similar. Even with the base building and the consistent fetch quest of building up your settlements and going to defend them.
Well, I think that is what killed the game off for me. To be honest with you, I think that is what killed the game off for me. And that's where we'll get into. I think games have actually, sometimes they just put too much in games and they ruin it. Sometimes too much is too much. So, would I ever want them to take Planet Coaster and change it? No. I just realized it's just maybe a little too in depth for me to want to take that time. For some people, it's great, and I'd rather watch that. But then you took Fallout, and it kind of did that. But it got more annoying than that. See, at least when it came to Planet Coaster, I just realized, hey, I'd just rather watch people build than build myself because it was easier to do, and they were willing to dedicate the time to make a work of art. Now, Fallout did that as well, but it was so much more difficult, in my opinion, to build. Like, it was too difficult to build. Like, you really had to waste a lot of time trying to perfect how you would get that all to work in the first place on Fallout. I don't know if you feel the same way with that.
Well, it was because I liked the idea, and I was absolutely in love with the idea of having your settlement build up. I didn't realize there's so many of them, but having a base you could build up, and it was totally up to you how you wanted it built. But then, like I said, it became a drain. You're looking all over. I need 3 bits of this and 4 bits of that, and I can't find it, and I need to get it, need to get it, and meanwhile you're getting attacked over here, and this guy's wanting you to go over there because they're getting attacked, and you're on a consistent fetch quest.
Yeah, exactly.
From how much fun it can be.
Yeah, you were pulled in 10 million different directions at the same time, and if you don't get to the settlement, they're gonna get taken over, and it's like, honestly, I think that ruined it more than anything. If they wouldn't have made me have to keep running back to these stupid settlements to protect them, I think I would have been cool. But I think the amount of fetch questiness that they did with that killed it. I think another thing is I'd rather be able to just buy segments. Like, you know how in Skyrim you could just buy extra rooms? Like, you would go to the guy and buy extra rooms. I like that. I always like that idea. Just let me expand on that. Let me be able to pick something up and move it and put it somewhere. That's there. This, let me put a wall up here, wall up there, like I'm making a freaking Sims game with harder controls. Hell no.
Well, they did have some prefab, but it wasn't like what you're saying with Skyrim, where it's just this whole wing, bam, there it is, and you put it how you want. I want to hang this sword over here, that one over there, and we're good.
Right.
This had to have it. Okay, I want this, 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 and the other, and put it all perfectly together. And you have it all lined up, and you bump it with one other object you're trying to set, and all your bobbleheads fall all over the damn place, and then you're pissed, and you just throw the damn thing away.
Exactly. Like make it easier for me to do stupid crap like that. Make it easier for me to like pick stuff up that I've collected and make like a little collection on a table or something. That's the crap I want to do. I don't want to sit there and make a room. I don't want to sit there and like physically have to make everything. It's once again it comes into the play of, hey, it was fun watching that guy make it, but damn sure I wouldn't waste my time. Like all those light boards that people would make. How much time would that take?
Such complicated circuitry and all that, and just to have it do whatever, too much time for my end. And that's the other thing too. Is a problem is once you start working full time and having that responsibility, a job, and trying to take care of the house and everything, you suddenly don't have time to spend 10 hours on Fallout 4 or your city skylines or whatever else, whatever, to have perfect little nuances done.
See, like there's another great example of a game with just too freaking much. Okay, love City Skylines. I was actually kind of getting a quick little following on that. People were enjoying that, but they became a problem. Micromanage out the ass. Okay, I mean, dude, it got to a point where like the mods you would put in, you can control each stop sign and each stoplight and how that. I don't know about you. I don't have the fucking time in the world to ever sit there and try to control each stoplight and make each little sign and every street yield. Like, what? How ridiculous did we get at this? Like, I don't know. Are you seeing what I'm talking about?
Yeah, some people are always going to enjoy that because it's out there and it's being used, but I'm certainly not going to be one of them.
Hell no. Hell no. Like a good example of a game that was like that. There was I always wanted this game to go good, man. It could have went so freaking good, and they screwed it up with one thing. One thing screwed it all up, and that was Vegas Make It Big. It was as a tycoon. It was a tycoon game for you to make a casino, and the problem is that you had to manually empty each and every slot machine. Literally click and like click on it, click empty. Click on it, click empty. What if you've got like 200 freaking slot machines just starting out? And what if I actually would have remembered to turn off my phone for that notification sound? And why can't it? No, that stop. Phone. There it goes. There we go. Don't mind that. So, where are we at just now? What were we just saying?
Talking about how you want to manipulate different slot machines each time you
Oh
want
yeah. That was why like if they didn't make me do that on Vegas Make It Big, that game would have been good. It would have been real nice to make like an actual like Vegas Strip kind of thing. It would have went great. But it got micromanaged out the ass, and it was unplayable, and that's what destroyed the game. Micromanagement just sucks, I guess. Oh, there we go. Have you thought of any topics on your mind?
Well, roll with what you want to roll with, and I'm sure I'll come up with something then, as I do.
Oh, okay, as always. All right. Well, I think we've kind of beat up on the point of the main thing we're trying to get at, or I'm trying to get at, is I think we are we're critiquing games too much, but at the same time, I think some of these games are almost asking too much, like or not asking too much, but kind of giving too much, to the point where it's overwhelming and I don't want to play it. So I don't know. I think games have become too complicated to the point of them not being fun anymore with some of these. So yeah, so that's basically wraps that up. Let's see. Okay. We're gonna go into something real quick. This is not game related. Something I just want to talk about real quick with this. Um, Something I constantly see is a lot of YouTubers that get upset, and they're always talking about and putting out in their comments quoting in their tweets and stuff and showing screenshots of how horrible people's comments are, and it's like, these people are getting upset. It's like, why? Why do you care? Your life is going to continue to go on. They're just going to get more upset that you're not responding. But if you give in to them, they're going to be happy that they got you to give in to them. So I'm kind of getting annoyed with all these YouTubers and like stuff like, oh my God, people being so mean on my thing. And it's like, are you really that soft skinned? You really can't take it? Just deal with it. It's not a nice world. Just deal with it. That's basically it.
So the thing is, it's not a matter of them not being able to handle the comments, because obviously everybody on there, you spend enough time, you're going to get something. The thing with them, though, is they can put out there, this person had said this horrific thing about me, and then there it is on Twitter, and all of a sudden you have all these little white knights come to that signal light from that virtue signaling, and off they come to defend it. Oh, you're not this, you're not that, of course you're the greatest person ever, you're blah, blah, blah. So what it does is not only gets them attention and people talking about them, to them, for them, it gets them feeling better about themselves by having all this legion of people come in there. Oh, you're not this, and you're fine, you're great, you're this, that, and the other. So they continue to do it. It's a newfound way of somebody that's starved for attention getting attention.
Okay. No, and that makes sense. That seems to be very plausible. Because I do find that, like, it definitely is going to be, I wouldn't say a popularity, but it's definitely an attention grabber. I have realized anymore this world is very drama driven. Very drama and sadness driven. So, like, a great example I always tell people about is Mad World, the song Mad World. Okay? You listen to the Mad World from the 80s and it was upbeat and awesome. You listen to the Mad World from recent, and it's one of the saddest freaking things you'll ever listen to. Like, in the sense of how they wanted it to go. And that's something about not just that song. There's multiple songs that are like that these days. Something about the drama and sadness just really latches onto people. So I guess I see where it would blow up and create publicity. And I get annoyed with it, to me, I do like to see sometimes if someone makes a mockery of that person, calling them how moronic they are. I don't mind that. But, like, seeing people like, I just don't understand why people are so mean in these comments, because there's pieces of shit out in the world. It's simple as that. It's not really rocket science. It really isn't. It's pretty cut and dry that there's absolute assholes in the world.
So that's another thing too, taking into account. You have these, what do you call them, YouTubers? I see it more so on Twitch, because people from Twitch on Twitter.
Yeah,
but yeah, you see them all pointing out that one person. No, this guy called me a whore because I show my tits on cam on Twitch and blah blah blah, and I should be able to sexualize myself, but it's not sexual and blah blah. They'll go through and they'll point out all these bullshit little things, but you have maybe one of those to 20, 50, 100 people being nice or positive. Why don't they take somebody that's, hey, you've changed my life because you're such a positive person, and I look forward to talking or seeing you on whatever and whatever else. Something paramountly, something that's paramount, rather. Paramountly is not a word, but something paramount to a very positive comment and feedback. They don't highlight those whatsoever. And again, it's because that won't get near as much attention as
No.
so and so called me a whore, as opposed to so and so
Oh,
thinks
of
I'm a
course.
wonderful person.
Of course. And, touching base on that real quick when we talk about, I know there's been a lot of talk about that in the recent times, actually, when it comes to, like the girl streamers. There's been a lot of talk going on with, people basically sticking up for them. Hey, if they want to do that, let them do it. Now, I kind of have eased up on how I do feel about that. I don't care what anyone says out there. This is Twitch may not just be a gaming platform anymore. I understand that. But it's still not a sexual platform. So if you're going to sit there and have your cleavage out, I do expect some sort of event going on. Even if you're doing IRL, I do want the rest of the stream to be big. I don't expect to see, the most of the camera filled up by your boobs. I just don't. That's not the site for this. I don't care what anyone wants to say. People are like, now where I have changed my ways, I used to think, oh, well, they're stealing viewers. They're not stealing viewers. That person wasn't going to watch you anyways. They wanted to watch boobies. Okay? I think I just more like, it upsets me because it's like, look, there's other sites you can go on. You don't even have to stop at just showing nothing. You could show it all. Show the world. But instead you're on a platform doing that has no belonging at all for you doing that. All right, so that's my problem.
Too. Is they could have their legion of preview basement dwellers because they're showing off their tits like the body painters or whatever else. Oh, it's an art form. Yeah, they're showing their tits off. But all the same, they can do that without morally being objective. Sorry, they can be on Twitch and show off near nothing, but still showing something because it doesn't break their morality. They're not naked. They're not getting naked for money specifically. They're not showing off genitalia or anything like that.
Right. It makes them feel better about what they're really doing.
Or if not more, they're getting more money from people just throwing out bits and subs and things and donations and whatever else at them. And they can get it without having to undress. So it's, that's probably why.
Right. And you're right. And that is kind of like, but, all in all, let's be serious. Now, body painters, I'm going to kind of say body painters, they get a pass. They're doing something with that, okay? Yeah, you're making me look, but you're doing something that takes some serious work. It's not easy to make a really nice body painting. So if you're going to do that, screw it. But if you're going to be like that, dumb, horrible voiced fatso with the freaking spin wheel on her freaking boobs, I don't know if you remember her. If you're going to be like that girl that has like the game literally like a little box down in the corner, like that little tiny thing. Oh, wait, it'll be like down here. It'll be like a little box like that, and that's the game. And then it'll just have her with a spin wheel on her boobs. And it's like, why are you on here? There's other sites you can go to. And there's those sites.
Seems to be permanent like League of Legends. That seems to be the biggest one we have. So they're waiting on the game. So they'll have a huge screen of them doing whatever, nearly, tits hanging out and everything else, and the green screen just like you said, little teeny little thing right down here on the corner. Like,
and it won't even be them playing. It won't even be them playing. It'll be a recording of someone else playing or some crap like that, or someone else is playing. I've seen where someone else is playing for them. Like this is what I'm saying. Like this is ridiculous. And I don't care what anyone wants to say. People could sit there and say, "Oh, you're just jealous." No, I'm not jealous. I just think it's just wrong. Like it's just wrong. I mean, I don't come on here like I don't expect someone to really pop up on freaking on here. Like, yeah, people do associate pot on their channel with this, but I don't expect someone to just straight up come here and be like, this is the pot channel where everything is all pot 24. No. And you know what? I'll bet you that would probably get kicked the hell off Twitch. But why wouldn't you kick off, if that's going to get kicked off Twitch, then why aren't you going to get basically strippers kicked off that, are next to being a stripper? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's things like that. I don't know. I understand it reels in the people. Hey, if people want to be stupid enough to throw money, it's like, look, I hate to tell you, there's other sites you can go to that your money will go a lot farther with. You can make people do some really wild stuff if you throw the money at them. But you want to stick on Twitch for what? I have no clue. I mean, that blows my mind. Why someone will sit there and dump money to someone on Twitch when they could go one click over to another site, dump that same amount of money, and watch some real stuff happen. What do you think?
I don't know if I've ever been to one of them sites, but hey, I'll take your word for it.
Oh, they exist. I ain't
I'm
paying
sure
that.
they do.
I ain't paying that. Like, if I'm paying that kind of money that some of these people pay, I want my hands to work. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I want to be able to shake that person's hand. Okay, I want to be like, hi, hello. I don't want to be like, oh, look at the computer screen. There goes $200. Like, I don't know. That's ridiculous. What people throw money at is just it blows my mind. I guess they want to support that person. I don't know. All right, we've had enough on that. That's I just wanted to, I just got tired of all the this. It originally started out as YouTubers, not shutting up about bad comments, but somehow we got over to here. Okay, now let's get back to gaming though. So, leading us back into gaming, what do you think? Keyboard and mouse or controller?
Depends on the game.
I think it's tough to say. I love first-person shooter with a keyboard and mouse. But something about a controller is just so nice to sit back and chill and play with.
Well, here's like one of my own. I always caught shit for it, but with Grand Theft Auto 5, for instance, to me that's automatically a controller game. Yes, you can play on a keyboard and mouse, and you can have the obvious pros to keyboard and mouse that it gives. But when you're reaching for this key and that key and every other damn key and trying to figure out what it is, when you have the simplicity of the controller, when it was built for the controller, at that point, that's a game I'd much rather have a controller on.
It is
Now,
nice.
on the other aspect, if you're trying to do, again, like Roller Coaster Tycoon, City Skyline, Farming Sim, or something like that, if you're trying to do that on a controller, you're host.
No,
Or imagine Arma trying to do Arma on a controller. Fucking your host.
Nah.
There's just too much you have to do. Otherwise, a controller just can't offer.
Right. No. And there's actually another game I was just thinking of. Here's one. I actually find that I enjoy Skyrim 10 billion times more, I think, with a controller. I think I do.
So, I mean, that was another one I played both heavily. I don't know, I think about 1,200 some odd hours, or give or take, on the PS3, and probably about 800-900 on the PC. And, of course, I played either one fine. But I think I'm with you. I think the controller, for some reason, that one just edged it a little bit more.
Yeah, the sit back, relax now. I'm just gonna say, I'll sit back, relax, and have a cigar. So I'd sit back, have a cigar with the controller in the hand. You boom, there you go. Something about like that prone, like okay, this position to this position. You know what I mean? Like, just yeah, we're cool. Or this sucks. Okay, simple as that. This sucks. This awesome. This no. So I'm starting to realize, like, I kind of want one of those. Like, if I kind of was thinking about maybe getting like an actual like chair, like how Razer has this chair. I mean, I know it's been a while since you've been in his stream, but Razer has his chair though, right?
I should stream though too.
But I'm saying like he uses that, and I've always like, oh, I don't really want to do that, but I think I'd actually like that now, and especially get one of those flat board things that they have for the couch gamers.
The lapdog.
Yeah, like stuff like that. I don't know. I'm thinking like I might like to do something like that instead of these stupid computer chairs. You know, because I don't know. I need to get a new computer chair. I can't take this one anymore. It's killing my tailbone, and this thing's falling apart like something fierce. Like see all the play. Like that's a lot of play in a freaking chair. You know, for not doing anything. Like it's just rocking all over. But you know, part of me, I see these racer chairs everywhere. Now, some of them do dig into your sides, but some of them are made for bigger people and they don't dig into your sides. So I don't know what to get. I want something that reclines, and part of me is just like, maybe I should just get one of those big ass chairs. They're more comfortable than anything I'll ever sit in. Office chair related.
If you do that though, you're gonna have to get yourself one of those Corsair lap dogs though, just so you have the option of keyboard and mouse right there in your lap.
You're right, because, I mean, that's the thing. Sitting in one of those at a desk is just, like, impossible, though, right?
I would think so. I mean, Sozzy's actually got one. And it's pretty good size. It's definitely something out. I mean, it's a desk on its own. It's was pretty much what it amounts to.
Oh, yeah, one of those, but I'm saying, like, but he's still got a computer chair, though, I'm saying, right?
Oh yeah, he bought it for other reasons from before, but yeah.
No,
So he's still obviously around, but
no, right. So what I'm saying is, that sitting in one of those type of chairs, though, at a desk is, like, impossible, though, right?
oh yeah, I would imagine. So if you're talking like one of those loungy chairs, well, yeah,
Yeah, because, I mean, trying to sit in that, you'll just sink, like, so far back. You literally have to, like, arch yourself up to be able to keep at a desk. Like, that would be more strain than anything. You know? But, overall, I would definitely say, I don't know which way I want to go with a chair, but I've got to check something out. Sit back and relax with this, someone says. What is this? The mini wireless keyboard. You know, I do want one. But for different reasons. Because okay, completely off topic. Why I'd want one of those. I'm to Netflix and Hulu. Yes, I'm watching. I don't want to click that I'm still fucking watching. I know why you do it. Do I give a shit? No. You raised our price on Netflix. So shut the fuck up and continue playing the damn videos and don't stop them. I don't know how you feel about that.
I don't think I've ever come across that problem. Honestly, I know what you're talking about, but I've never come across that problem.
Well, see, I have a thing where I have to sleep with the TV on. That's all right. Everyone knows it about me. I have to sleep with the TV on. That's true. Okay. And I don't know why. Like, if you turn the TV off, like if whatever I'm watching, like it's weird things. Like if an infomercial comes on, I'll wake up. Like back in the days before, when I would just sleep with cable on, infomercial would come on. Boom, I wake up. I got to find some other channel that's not an infomercial, and I can go back to sleep. Someone turns off the TV. 10 minutes later, I wake up. That TV is crucial for me staying asleep. So, when Netflix says, "We still watching?" Takes about 15 minutes, and I'm going to wake up, and I'm going to have to go get out of bed, walk over, click the damn thing, and then I get back in my bed. That's where it'd be nice to have one of those things I keep posted. So, I don't know. Yeah, that's the thing about me, that I have to sleep with the TV on. But it's very annoying when you have to sit there. Or better, it's a good example. Let's say you're watching a series, a show. Why do I want to get up every 2 episodes and click I'm still watching? I don't. So, yeah, little rant over. That was a quick little rant
What
we had to
about
go.
putting it on your TV, on the smart TV, or whatever else, and just clicking it with your TV remote to
That's
keep playing?
because the freaking smart TVs suck balls half the time. Half the time they don't want to connect to the damn internet, and then when they do, they're just so slow. Oh my goodness. If you have to click through things, it's like, please, just click go. Oh, God, this is taking forever. Maybe the
I
new
don't know.
ones
I
have gotten
didn't
better.
ever experience that. I mean, I have. It's not super new, but a Samsung 4K sitting here, and it's 4K. Netflix is just bam. It's on there. It
Now,
doesn't. It's good to go.
you know what a big problem though is also is the smart TV that I do have. It's is actually the one that is staring like right in front of me right here. And surprisingly, man, it needs to be like 2 rooms closer to really get enough Wi-Fi for it to grab it. Um, I can connect it with a wire too, so I can do that, but it's only on my small TV. I could get some sort of thing, but I mean, regardless, it's cheaper to just buy what Bugs put up, you know. But Bugs said, "Can't you turn that off?" No, you cannot. You cannot turn off the "Are you still watching?" The whole reason the "Are you still watching?" is there is for people like me specifically, 100% that aren't actually watching it, and every time that I watch an episode, they have to pay. Tough shit. I'm paying you monthly. Eat a dick. Simple as that. You do what I say. I don't know.
Speaking of, the Ranch comes out next Friday.
What is it?
The Ranch, the season 4 of The Ranch.
Never seen it.
It is very, very good.
Gonna have to take a look at that. Okay. Well, think about things that are very good. That's definitely not going to be EA because that company sucks. But they did make a game coming out that is very interesting to me. Okay? Um they made it they got a game coming out called A Way Out. Have you seen anything on that?
Only the trailer from E3, I think it was.
Right. I really I'm stuck on how I feel about this, okay? Cuz here, check this out. I am loving what's going on. Do you see what's actually starting to happen right now when it comes to like the Freddy versus Jason or the game Jason that came out? You're starting to see co-op games, strictly co-op games come out. Like Brothers, a tale of two or something like that. A tale of two brothers or some, I forget what it's called. Um, and you basically that wasn't co-op, but it was kind of like that was like the start of when things started happening. You had to use like both thumbsticks. One thumbstick was one guy, and the other thumbstick was another guy, and it was like being co-op with yourself. Does that make sense?
Right.
You know, it's like if this was a person, this was another person. That's kind of how they treated it. And then from there on, you're starting to see more of these games kind of start coming out where they are cooperative play, and I love cooperative play. We were talking about that on the last episode. Here's the thing, though. I don't want what's going on right now that I see. A Way Out seems like you're gonna have to play that with someone at all times. You can never
Of
play
course,
that
you're.
alone.
It's a forced split screen. And whereas, like, if we're playing it, we both see the exact same screen. You might be on the right or the left, and I might be on the right or the left, but we'll see the exact same screen split, and we'll have to play it that way. That's where the game is designed.
Right, and that's what's kind of like bugging me. You know, for one, why do I have to have a split screen showing him too, or showing the other player? But I think it's more the matter of like there's just no option to do single player, even if the player was AI, even if it was horrible AI, the option to not have it. Oh Jesus. Sometimes people are just wild in here. But overall I would definitely say Uh, I don't know if I like it. I don't know. I don't know what I think about it. I want co-op so bad, but I don't want this forced co-op. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't mind it. I embrace it because it's something new, or it's not new, but something that hasn't been seen for a long time, and I like to coming back. We have a ton of games we could play otherwise, and we don't have hardly any that are a true old school co-op.
Let me do that. Yeah, I mean, I would love to have the old school co-op back, and that's the problem. Just a second. I have to respond to somebody right on my show. Gotta love that. And then let's see. There we go. So yeah, co-op. I like the old style. I mean, you're saying it's not so bad. I guess I'm just worried about the replay value more than anything. Um, so that's basically the big thing I'm worried about is replay value when it comes to something of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
Anymore, I'm not too big on replay value because if I played it once and played through, I'm okay with that because I don't want to spend all the time revisiting it unless it really got me going. It was really enjoyable. Anymore, I got work and I got other games I need to play.
Right, and exactly. Uh, I mean, I do want to see it, and like I said, with when you talk about like Call of Duty and stuff like that, um, now when you have the co-op on the zombies and stuff like that, I love to see that. The new zombies is actually pretty wild, by the way. Um, and let's see, what else was there? There was something else that was co-op like that. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, that's right. They're doing Far Cry 5. That's what we were talking about last week. That was supposed to be co-op too. Now they pushed that back, by the way. I don't know what date too, but that's another one that's supposed to be co-op. See, now that co-op I'm more into because I could play Far Cry 5 single player, and then I can have the co-op. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, where it's optional, yeah, yeah.
Um, so that's the thing. I don't like the forced co-op more than anything. I think is the main issue because that to me, I'm just worried that I'm not gonna want to always play with somebody. That's really it. So that's I don't know. That's just how I feel about that. But there is a game that I am feeling a lot more happy about, and that's gonna be Metro Exodus. That's right. Been waiting for a long time for Metro Exodus. You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen that at all?
I did see the trailer. Metro games, they're very taxing on the system, but they're beautiful and they're a huge pain in the ass, but they're rewarding. And I really like the dark story behind it and the whole premise. It's a very interesting universe to play in.
Oh yeah. No, it totally is. And then you talk about like now the only thing is it becomes a lot of the same stuff, but I do love how they did the Metro games. The Metro 2033, Metro Last Light, they were tough games that I mean, they had this great horror element too. I think I enjoy playing games like that a little more in uh um I think I enjoy playing games like that in the dark. Add that extra. Holy crap! Someone said GTFO is co-op. What the hell is get the fuck out? What is get the fuck out? I've never I've never heard of this GTFO. Um and let me see. I'll do that after the show for that one. Um I don't know. Have you heard of GTFO? What is he talking about?
I don't know. I'm not hip enough for these terms.
I guess not. Hold on. GTFO. Yeah.
Like Left for Dead, which they already. I mean, I know a lot of people love that game, but you've already lost me on that one. And I don't think I would enjoy it.
It's a hardcore four-player cooperative game with focus on team play and atmosphere. It actually kind of looks good. It looks really good, actually. I've never even heard of this. It's okay, so it's not out yet, and it looks like it's gonna be like a AAA title. Wow, I've never seen that. It's like Left 4 Dead. I see. Yeah, and Left 4 Dead was really fun when I did my LAN parties with some friends. Left 4 Dead was really fun. I will say that. Um, let's see, what else was there? Yeah, Metro Exodus. Uh, I just I can't remember. The campaign's not too long on those, if I remember right. And yeah, that's what it is. The campaign's not too long on Metro, right?
Well, I don't know because you will die a lot and have to go through a different area quite a few times. That's kind of a pain in the ass. It lengthens it, but I guess overall it's not terribly long.
Right. Yeah, it's well, at least it's better. It's longer than a Call of Duty one, though. What is that? 5.5 hours. But yeah, I can't wait for Metro Exodus. That's gonna be a fun one coming out. I don't think I have anything else. I do want to look at that Railway Empire game when that comes out, the one I was talking to you last time. But other than that, I don't really see anything else that's jumping out to me. Um, let's see. I think that's most of the stuff here that we have for tonight's show. I'm pretty sure. Okay, and let's finish it off on this point. That's it. Yeah, that's it on the gaming news and all that. So I think we'll finish it up on this point. So, you know, Amazon in some places has their Amazon delivery service, right?
Right.
Well, I don't know. Maybe this driver was just fed up with how many packages this person got. Maybe it was a YouTuber that lived there, and maybe he just felt that, I hate that this person has a better life than me. Or hell, maybe they even knew the person they were delivering to and said, "Oh, this woman's such a bitch," and decided we're gonna take a shit right on your driveway. Yeah.
That's the other thing too. I mean, it was square right there in the middle of the driveway, middle of the day. Not even the bushes, nothing else, just right there. I mean, of all places to just drop trout and go.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you must have really hated that person. Yeah, must have really hated that person. Because that was just. But, so Amazon, I guess, offered a gift card. I mean, personally, sure, give me a gift card. I mean, it wasn't even next to my door or anything. And to me, it's no worse than, someone with a big old dog taking a shit on the sidewalk. It's all gonna smell. I don't want to step in either of it. But if I'm gonna get some free Amazon cash, then yeah, sure. Take a shit right on my driveway. It's fine. Give me some free Amazon bucks. I'll take $200, thank you. That's a call. If you Amazon, if you do start doing a shipment service out here, whatever driver, just make sure you take a shit on my driveway in front of a camera. I'll put a camera out for you. Don't mind. We'll be good. Don't mind your job. We'll find something for you after you get fired. Anyways, next point. So I think that really wraps it up, though. But I thought that was kind of funny, to see that just whopping shit, right? Like I said, must have really hated somebody. But that's it for this show. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We like to do this every Saturday at 11 o'clock. And we will get this going next time. This was episode 40. I should have announced that at the beginning, but oh well. And we will have this up on the air tomorrow. So thanks all for coming out. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. You subscribe to the channel, and you follow me on Twitch. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, and I already said that. Like, share, comment, all that special stuff. And we'll see you next time, next week, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Thanks all. I'll see you later. Goodbye all. Bye. There.
Farewell.
Where the hell's this thing?